Thanks, Colin, and thanks again for joining us today, Stephen. So I hear that you're a third-year film student here at Ryerson, but you've been extremely successful outside of school. So can you talk to me a little bit about your film, The Hall, and how it got you started in the film community outside of Ryerson?
The Hall was a short film I made with a group of Ryerson students, actually. It was first year, and we just wanted to do something outside of school, so we entered in this 48-hour film competition. And we ended up winning the Toronto one, which then brought us to the Miami International Film Festival, where we represented Canada. And then we were selected amongst the international 48-hour films as one of the best of 2008 and one of the best of all time in the history of the competition, which then brought us to the Cannes Film Festival, which is in southern France. In 2009? Yeah.
Wow, and so how did it feel to be so young? You just finished your first year and to be at Cannes, standing amongst film directors from all over the world, actors. How did that feel?
It was pretty amazing. It's a big festival, and we were pretty small fish, but I was luckily there with Kyle Sanderson, who was a cinematographer, editor, composer, and a bunch of friends from the film Cracky, which was a feature that was at Cannes from Newfoundland as well. So it was nice to be there with other people.
Were you ever intimidated at all?
A little, yeah, a bit. I was more so just kind of excited and really looking to see how the festival and film industry works.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so after your first year, you're at Cannes. And how does that feel? Like, did you ever consider dropping out of school? Like, you were so successful after 1 year. Like, how did you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, no, I didn't consider dropping out of school. I want to have my degree, and I think Ryerson's a really great place to, learn and make mistakes and just, yeah, it's a great learning place for filmmakers. So, I mean, yeah, it felt great, but I know I have a lot to learn.
Right. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. This year, you made a film called Swallowed, and it was featured at the Toronto International Film Festival. Can you tell me a little bit about that film?
Sure. I was selected for the TIFF Talent Lab, which is a 4-day mentoring program during the Toronto Film Festival, where we're mentored by really A-list Academy Award-winning directors and actors. Such as Danny Boyle, Tilda Swinton, Miranda July, Don McKellar, Jane Campion, like a bunch of my idols, really. And over the course of the festival, we spend a lot of time with them and talk about their creative process. And at the end of the Toronto Film Festival, we were all given, the 25 of us, we're 25 international. It was actually film industry professionals, not even students. I was pretty fortunate to be there, to say the least. And we were all given a camera and a budget, and we had to make a film based on the theme of water. And it had to be 5 minutes, and we had about 5 months to make it. So I made Swallowed. And Swallowed is about a young woman we had to base it on the theme of water. So I decided to represent water as something that was stagnant as opposed to moving and flowing. So I chose a woman who is, after her husband is swallowed by a whale, she spends her entire year in a bathtub, mourning him. Yeah, and so, yeah.
And I hear it won an award. Is it fan favorite?
We won 2 awards, actually. We won the second place jury prize and the People's Choice Award at the Toronto Film Festival for Emerging Filmmaker. And yeah, so we found out 2 weeks ago, and we're pretty ecstatic.
Congratulations. So now that you've been to 2 of the biggest film festivals in the world, what's next? How do you top that?
I don't top it. It's never about topping. I don't know. It's just one step at a time. I've been very, very fortunate in my career, which is weird to say I have a career because I don't. I'm a student. But I've been very fortunate in my career as a student. And I'm kind of working towards, I'm writing stuff outside of school now that I want to make, maybe as a part of school if they'll accommodate my needs for the project. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the next thing that I'm working on.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Stephen. It was great. Good luck in the future. So thank you. And Back to you, Colin.